To your page number 4. About a quarter of the way down the page is something called Substitute Teachers' Expectations. Okay, please find that. I apologize for there's no numbers on your pages, but just count to 4. Because they actually like that. They like to hear real-life situations as opposed to the textbook theory that they're with you. So that if anything happens, that you try if you feel comfortable enough to do that. You have to be. I'm glad you asked. We have just got approval to start teaching the basics of teaching special needs to substitutes. Take the job. The reason I suggest it is because, first of all, you want to become friendly with the principal secretary, who's an amazing person to begin with, and being friendly with them certainly only helps you. And for those of you who want to be something else, to let the kids know that I am not particularly happy with the noise I hear in the classroom. The usual way I do that is by becoming very silent, and that usually works in my behalf. Really does. Exactly the opposite of trying to get them to stop by yelling at them does not work. But being silent does. Make sure you know how to take attendance. Make sure that you account for every single student all the time. Do not let any student take attendance for you, because that may not necessarily be accurate. And when you take attendance, make sure that you count the number of kids in the seats as well as the check marks to make sure they're equal. Life that all have marketing degrees, because that's what I taught. I'm the only one that doesn't have a marketing degree.
As far as now, can you teach a class that has your child in it? Or?
Stub for your records, same way as you would find go on the payroll system. You also get your W-2 the same.
And if you have any questions, just ask me, okay? You know, because you need to make sure, like, real life example, the one I gave you about
reaction, right?
easier for you.
Wait, so which one's baseball? The second one.
Yes.
So what do I write? Just write baseball and then write pinata. Little what? The same one? Yeah. Like bullet points, like.
You take a piece of paper and then you give me the answer back. I will be collecting your responses.
Yeah. 3 could be something that's like sufficient energy to form an activated complex. Because that's when bonds break and bonds support.
Can we figure out one for number 1? Because just all two presidents and state temporary atoms. All bonds are breaking. Oh, good. Oh, yeah, I had on.
Transition state.
So that's why you're saying
So, but for the third one, reacting to substance must collide with sufficient energy to form an activated complex. Would that be like dough or like an apple rotting?
Yeah, it is forming a new product. It's like the oxygen in the air is combining with apple. Okay, and you are forming like your oxide thing. So reacting substance must collide with sufficient energy. Now the rusting takes place very slowly. Like you have like an exposed iron plate. It's exposed. It doesn't rust in 1 day or 1 hour. Okay? It takes a long time. But suppose something is there like in a rainforest. Would that rust quickly versus something in a desert?
Yeah.
Why?
If there was a show for like singing badly, you guys would do it.
something that can add
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. But there is no her in this side. Why do you say it like that? Like, I don't know. Asymptote?
What What are the 5 factors which are required for a collision to take? Yeah, go ahead. Cues. So the chances of collision happening will be much higher. Okay. Concentration of reactants or product per unit of time. Change in the concentration. That is video. The nature of reactants. If you guys remember, the 2 students were mixing in the solid state and nothing happened, and then they used the aqueous state, and what happened? Let's see, how many of you remember?
About text features. And we're going to have a little fun game afterwards. So I want you to put your listening ears on and your thinking caps. And are you guys ready to hear think about some informational boxes?